Solve the system of inequalities. We have absolute value of x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 2x minus 3, and the absolute value of x squared minus 16 is greater than x squared minus 16. So for this system, we want to solve for x in both of these inequalities, and the x values that we find have to work for both inequalities, not just one of them. So the first step is to solve for the first inequality. And because it's an absolute value, there's going to be two cases. One case is when we remove the absolute value and leave it alone. In the other case, we will switch the inequality and then put a negative on the right side. So for the one on the left, we will add 3 and subtract by x to get 2 is greater than or equal to x. And then here we'll distribute the negative. We'll add 2x and add 1. And then divide by 3. So we'll see that x is less than or equal to 2, and x is less than, or x is less than or equal to 4/3. So if we draw a number line, this is going to be an or because it's greater than or equal to. So we have x is less than or equal to 4/3, or x is less than or equal to 2. So an or combines these two. So that means x has to be less than or equal to 2. So that's from the first equation, first inequality. The second inequality, we just need to use common sense. If x squared minus 16 is greater than 0, that means that absolute value of x squared minus 16 is going to equal x squared minus 16. Because we could just remove the absolute values if it's greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. So that means that in order for the second inequality to be true, the inside has to be less than 0. So that means x squared is less than 16. And here we'll take the square root of both sides. So notice that if I take the square root of x squared, that's going to be the absolute value of x, not equal to x. So we have absolute value of x is less than 4. So when we take the square root of both sides, that means x has to be between -4 and 4. So this is the solution to the second inequality. But because this is a system, it has to work for both. So if we draw a number line, we put a -4, 2, and 4. The first solution said x is less than or equal to 2. The second solution said x is between -4 and 4. If you look at where these two overlap, clearly it has to be in here. So that is between -4, but we're not including -4, to 2, and we are including 2. And now the length of this interval is going to be 6. And that is our final answer.